This is Kice Industries, a company that's been around Wichita just about as long as all those airplanes the city is so famous for. But the products manufactured by the folks at Kice may not be so familiar.
Air power units, diverter valves,
multi-aspirators,
centrifugal fans,
bag house filters,
rotary airlocks,
brand finishers,
cyclone receivers, process scales.
Yes, Kice manufactures a wide variety of equipment, and although it may not be well known, the fact is this equipment plays an integral part in the processing of products we all use every day.
Sand,
fertilizer,
candy bars,
baby food,
grain,
cow guts,
hot dog skins,
popcorn,
spices,
plastics,
wood fuel pellets.
The long history of Kice Industries actually does reach back to the early days of aviation in Wichita. A builder of grain mills, Wilbur Kice began supplying sheet metal to the burgeoning cluster of aircraft companies in the area, refining his knowledge of airflow dynamics along the way. He then applied that experience to milling and developed what would become the Kice Cyclone, a long tapered cone that provided a more effective way of separating material from an airstream. His next innovation would become the cornerstone of the Kice family business. The multi-aspirator uses air to classify or remove lightweight product out of a mass of material.
We've used this for raw grain to clean infestation out of wheat prior to storage. We've used it for dehulling systems in sunflower seed plants, soybean plants, and we've even used it on finished product prior to packaging like cereals to remove the dust and the fines that you would normally find in the bottom of your box.
Through the 1930s, Wilbur Kice perfected his multi-aspirator while continuing to work as a sheet metal millwright. One by one, his sons Jack, Russ, and Jim picked up their father's trade. And in 1946, a partnership between Wilbur and his sons was formed, and the Kice Metal Products Company was open for business.
Some of my early memories were with my brothers and cousins. We would ride with my grandfather around town, and I recall how excited and how pleased our vendors were to see my grandfather show up. And he had such a great relationship, and it was a good experience for us, and he always taught us that experiences and relationships are what count.
Through the decades that followed, Kice built a solid reputation as leading innovators in pneumatic processing components. At first, they continued to focus on milling industry applications. Then in the late 70s and early 80s, as the third generation of Kice sons were assuming management positions, the company began applying their grandfather's aspirator to meet a rising demand for recycled materials.
This happens to be a sample of ground toothbrushes from the manufacturing process that had imperfections. Rather than discard them completely, we were able to separate the bristles from the plastic where they could be recycled and reused. This goes through a variety of different industries, all the way from plastics and food products to cocoa beans and even ground laptop computers.
Today, Kice Industries is fully diversified in the markets it serves, including plants involved in renewable fuel production. The fourth generation of the family, under the leadership of Drew Kice, has also expanded its services to embrace total system design and automated controls. 20% of their revenue is generated by international sales, and the company is proud that 100% of their products are produced in their plants in Wichita and Blackwell, Oklahoma.
This company makes a diverse product line, and then we make it in a large number of sizes with several options, so even when something's standard, it's still special. We have a lot of custom-built equipment on top of that too, so it makes it hard with all the logistics to even think about going outside of our plant with very much of what we build. And then, you know, Wichita's always been home to us, so it just feels right to be here.
We have a number of employees that have been with us for 35, 40 years, and they're like family. Whether their last name's Kice or not, they are family, and we look at them and respect them in that same manner.
As committed as Kice is to a Made in Wichita philosophy, they are equally committed to the city whose economy they have helped to build through 4 generations. A deeply Christian family, the Kices have been especially active in support of organizations that put faith into action to transform lives. Organizations like Young Life, a Christian ministry to high school and middle school kids, and the Pregnancy Crisis Center, which provides critical services to women and men in the midst of unplanned pregnancies. Kice also supports the YMCA and is a champion sponsor of the Wise Strong Kids campaign.
We've been very blessed over the years, and we feel it's a real honor to be able to contribute and give back to the community in any way we possibly can.
In a state where the wind always blows, wheat always grows, and heavy metal magically manages to rise above it all, Kice Industries has been the source of a whole bunch of great ideas.
Multi-aspirators.
Brand finishers.
Diverter valves.
But it took the exceptional talent, imagination, and hard work of 4 generations of Kices and their employees to build those ideas into one of Wichita's most globally accomplished success stories, not to mention a key part of the creation of the products we love.
Candy bars.
Popcorn.
Spices.
Fertilizer.
Baby food.